Hello and welcome to the live coverage from the Polo ground. This is must match is being played between the Warriors and part of Boltons. The Warriors won the toss and have decided to bat first. 3 over is running of the power play and last over we can say that last over of the power play and 2 wickets goes down into the power play and good game display by the bowlers of the part of Boltons and 2 took early wicket too, and early wicket is very crucial. Third over is runnings of the Kapil and he goes to the cut outside of the stumps. Oh my goodness, this is the created a chance for the run out, but it was very close. If the ball had collected by the by the keepers, and this players would have been gone to the pavilion, because this is a very rusty game and this is a very risk of the flisk. I think that this should be the run out, but at the time safe. Akeras. This is a very risky runs. I will tell you about the last on the previous match on the Vaipatti that the Warriors won a toss and pursues a target of 229 in the 15th over. So it was very tough target on the board like the mountains, hills, but I think that Shukdev made the centuries of his history of this ground of this tournament, and 129 runs is made by the Sukhdev and the supported from the Parmal, and so the Warriors made the target onto the board of the 229. It's a very massive target, but part of Bolton chased down of this target could not, because 188 runs bundled out and they lost the wicket. They lost this match by the 41 runs. And today you are live watching the match from the Polo ground. Akheraj on the strike at this time and Rahul as a non-strike. Kapils going the third over of the spell, and this is the last over of this power play. Let's see what is going to happen in this ball, and batsman bowlers gives him outside of the stumps and wide ball, because the ball out of the tram lines and ready. Taking the small step to throw the ball. Let's see what is going to happen in these balls. Oh, this is the spot right on spot on beautifully balls. What is staggering with the batsman, and it goes to big hit, but missed time completely. Fails to make the contact. 3 over has gone and power plays very well, and because 2 wickets down into the power play, and the bowlers of the part of Boltons did good job in the 3 overs and not leaving the many runs against Bharat, taking his second over spell, and next bowler is Bharat, changing the fielding according to the batsman, because to try to batsman into the crease. He's a very fine bowler and solid delivery and cutters is a pitch. I want to tell you about the pitch and the weather is very clear, and we have overcut conditions, but I think that this game has been completed without any interruptions of the rain. Oh, very good field placing. First ball of the 4th over. That's outside of his stumps, where batsman goes onto the back foot to cut over the find. What missed time completely. Rahul was very disappointed because he could hit the balls. He could not hit the ball while placing into the gap. Against that's outside of his stumps, and he goes to cut. Fast to the keepers, but one bounce into the hands of the Southampton players. Pick up the ball very clearly and throw to the stumps, but missed out. Next ball, he will have to assess the condition of the pitch. After that, we were going to it, and he goes to flick. He flicks the balls, and leading is of the bat and balls rolls, keep the long ground to the deep square leg fielders. Very well picking up the balls. And single added in this balls, and not the boundary coming in this over. So far it's a very good over so far. From the bowling perspective, the bowlers put under pressure on the batsmen, and he did a good job. 1 bounce, 2 bounce in the hands of the fielders, and the batsman outside of his stumps, and he goes to the cut and to the deep cover point. Fielders deployed here, and very good field placings at the stumps, and many batters could not succeed to find the gap. Again, that's up in the air. Should be taken. Oh, that's a gone. That's gone to the distance. That's gone for the six. He is a Keras. He's a very hard-hitted batsman. He put up the ball into the right of the man, right of the bat, and gets going to hit the ball over the rope. The ball races away to the fence, and the ball is going to the head of the deep wicket fielders and the spectators. Oh, that's a nice. There's nothing wrong about that hit. Against, that's outside of the stumps, and he goes to the big hit, but missed stump completely, fails to make the contact. Nice finish to the over, and real very bounce back in the last over last ball after considering the sixth on the fifth ball of this over. Kapil is calling for the bowlings, and next over, second over is Kapil of this spell, and he is making the good job at this time because he is not leaking the runs. One or two boundaries doesn't matter, and in the upper over, because part of Bolton's bowlers thinking that they have to restrict of the positions under the 100 runs, so it will be the very fine stroke and for the chaseable target. But the bowlers want to put up the ball, put up the target on the competitive onto the board. Above the 100 runs is very crucial. 120, 130 runs, very happy pretty score. Very will be the pretty score. Couple small steps to throw the ball. Let's go. Away on his end. Then batsman's reverse and sweep, and easily beats the short fine leg fielders and getting the boundary on the first ball. What a start from the what a cover drive. What a drive. Rahul is very clever batsman. He plays according to the balls, and you will have to put the zone of these players. He can hit the ball. Oh, that's a wide ball. Let it go by the batsman's. Not go to the hittings, because he knows that this is wide balls and out of the tram line. He goes across the offside again, pulling the ball down to the leg side, but batsman was not expecting that height of the ball. Oh, ball is not nicely coming into the bat, and it's taking the batsman's very clever bowlers. You will have to keep clearing the bowlers at this time, because you have to make the runs. Fabulous running, I think that. He goes to the offside, he goes to the hammers on the ball to the deep cover point, picking the ball and taking the ball very clearly, pick up the length, and goes to the singles and changing the feeling about the batsman, because I think that Rahul is placed through the offside, but Akheras puts every ball down to the leg side. At this time, it is very important of this game, because first match of the series, and every match is very crucial for every team, and they want to win this match, every match. Akheras on the strike. Very fine batsmen, very fine fielders. Both departments are very strong. This player, the Warriors want to lead on this match, and they won the last series, previous series. You can say that. Against, he goes to the defense for the singles added. Call was 4-2, but at the last point, batsman denied to take the second, refused at the last point. Very good over. After considering the first boundary of the second ball of this over, and bounce back in this over by the Kapil. The Warriors plays the key role as umpire. Oh, hammers. Oh my goodness, very good field placement, and time is not balance of this ball, and the man's at the long off. Shonu Sharma is making the mistake and finally broken the partners. Third goes down. Kapil is very happy to take the wicket in the last ball of this over. time it well, and that's up in the air and floated into the hands of the fielders. Has been taken. Catch is taken. The man Sonu Sharma is closing to the boundary, standing, and he takes the catch. Oh, that's a ball outside of his stumps, and batsman goes to hit and goes to his mast. Now not get more elevations. It was more elevations, and it was the six. But at this stumps into a safe hand. Sonu Sharma is a very nice fielder and player the key role as the longer players standing close to the boundary, and that's up in the air, should be taken. Fielder in the deep. Sonu Sharma straight to the man at the long off. A very good field placing at this time. He placed. I think that batsmen think that this ball is dropped in front of the longer players and one bounce over the rope will be go, but at this time and chipped in straight to the fielders. Again, 5 overs has gone, and Pradeep Rawat comes to the attack, and the Warriors taking this. Rahul has gone. He has gone, the man. And Kapil picks up the first wicket in the second over of his spell. Pradeep Rawat comes into the attack, and the Warriors comes up into the middle for the batting. Akera's a very added batsman, Sukhdev, and many. I know that the Warriors have a very strong batting lineup. And the consistency of the top order today is not running and goes down. Very nice balls. Pradeep Rawat sneaks the balls under the batsman, and batsman is struggling, crashes to the stumps and over stumps. Oh, that's a big blow for the Warriors. Back-to-back wicket in the previous over, and the first ball of this over, and this is the first ball and first wicket for the Pradeep Rawat, and is very flawless. And Ramnivas, next batsman comes up into the middle. Let's see. 4th wicket down, another wickets. Again goes to the defense for the singles, and the ball into the block holes. Batsman gets to some bat on it and keeps along the ground and get off the mark with the single runs. Very good balls, and our first ball is very nice balls and beautiful balls to get rid of the dangerous players. Akera was looking dangerous. Is very good wicket for the Patak Fultons. The Warriors hammers it, get more elevations. Not, oh my goodness, this is not what happened in the field, and drop the catch. This is a very simple catch in the runnings right of the man. What he running towards the ball, but slip the ball from the hands of the fielders. This would be the second wicket of this over. If he had taken this catch, this would have been gone to the pavilion. Very lucky man. He gets reprieved and gets alive one time into the field by the Warriors. The Warriors captains and picks up the length of the balls, and he goes to the cut. What much times into the hands of the South Thurman players. Very clear picking the ball. The Warriors and the strike, and Pradeep Rawat facing the third ball of this over by the batsman. Again, he goes to the scoop. Oh my goodness. He goes to the he goes across the offside to scoop past the bowlers, past the fielders, is pass very close, and pass to the short fine leg ballers, and races away to the fans, getting the boundary on the second ball. Very nice plate. Back-to-back boundary because you drop the catch. After dropping the catch, and batsman gets going to the hit, and nicely, oh my goodness, and he goes to the back foot to cut the balls over the point fielders, and not played present there. Deep cover point fielders running towards the ball, and he must need it to prevent the boundary, but could not reach the ball, and ball races away to the fans, and 3 boundary comes up in this over after getting the wicket on the second ball of this over. Very nice. Very well played. Batsman knows that this is the ball outside of the stumps, and cut to the point fielders because he knows that there's no deployment of the fielders into this through the offside. Again, same ball, same placement, same shot. What? Straight to the fielders. Straight to the fielders. No error in this balls. The Warriors want to leak the runs in this over, and very big over so far. After getting the first wicket and 4 down, the Warriors under pressure. He's played really well under pressure. Very good call. And who will be the next bowler? Ghanshyam is calling. Comes into the attack. Fielder and batsman chatting, conversations with each other, and Padak Paltan is very smiling because he knows the importance of this game, because this is the first match of the series, and the last series Padak Paltan lost by 41 runs in the previous match in the Waipatti. The Warriors posted the target of 229. It's a very, very massive target. It's not a chaseable target, I think that, but Padak Paltan's made the 50 runs and created the resistance in the middle of the over, but could not complete it and could not finish it very well. It's a very tough match. Ramnivas is on the strike, and Ghanshyam's new ball in the hands. Again, he goes across the offside and leading is of the bat. What this wide balls, but your batsman staggering, and he has to make the contact if the ball had hit sometimes, and that would have been going to the boundary. Against hammers, and that's nothing wrong about it, and long distance, very, very long ways. That's a very good shot. That's a very fine shot. Extremely well played by the Ramnivas, and 6 belongs to the Ramnivas. It's a very hard-hitter batsman. He bought a big strike, another 6, and well struck by the Ramnivas, and ball is going to the hands of over the head of the long off fielder. The very has been spent. That should be the wide balls. He goes to across the against to scoop the ball over the fine leg fielders. What he has to make the contact again. Dot ball. Oh, that's hammers. That's hammers. Oh my goodness. Poor fielding, rusty fielding into the deep point. He knows that this ball is towards Cummings and drop the ball in the front of the deep cover point, and he very well played of these balls. Very well struck of these balls through the offside, getting the boundary. Oh, Golu is coming. Joined the fieldings. Oh, Ramnivas gets forward, goes to the defend for the single through the offside. Single run added. The Warriors leading the biggest score. The Warriors on the strike, and he plays the key roles into the comes into the middle, and he plays the really balls, and his strike is very rotations is very important at this times, and juicy low toss balls, and that's gone to the distance, covered out of the stadiums. Fielders of the Parmal is taking the catch out of the stadium and very smiling. Oh, wicket, what a strike, another 6. Oh, goes to the reverse sweep, what? The ball is scooped over the fielders, keepers and short Thurman players. One bounce over the rope and getting the boundary, back-to-back boundary. Finish to the very well, finish to the over. It's a very big over so far for the Dog Warriors, much needed. You can say that this is the 360 boys. He plays the low ball, he plays the short like Baba Shuribansi, you know, that's Surya Kumar Yadav. He plays the key roles, very important players in this match. The Warriors himself take the responsibility of getting the runs, and I think that 7 to 80 runs made by the Warriors, and if you want to escape from the big batsman So you will have to put the ball into the right areas, and you will have to put the or through the offside, the out of the stumps, because the strong zone of these players through the offside, and this is a very good batsman. I know that I have seen of those I have seen of these players and playing very long times on the polo ground. I think that 5 to 6 years I have been looking at these players. Is a very looking dangerous players. If he gets one, if he takes the times onto the field and he takes over the game and he leading the biggest score onto the board, that will be the chaseable target, and that will be the this will not be the easy to chase the target for the Batak Pultons. So I think that the responsibility taken by the bowlers of the Batak Pultons, and both wickets should have been very important to take by the bowlers, and Pradeep Raut taking a small step to throw the ball. Let's see what is going to happening. This is very nice over the pass to the keepers. Oh, this is the very played, and time is very well played of these balls, and very near the follow through, very near the bowlers, and right into the gap between the long off and long ons. Both players were not running, never run for that, because he knows that this is going to the boundary, keeps it along the ground and getting off the mark of the boundary by the Ramnivas. I know that about these players, and that's up in the air. It should be taken. Ghanshyam, oh my god. Ghanshyam underneath the balls. Ghanshyam underneath the balls, but he could not take this catch, and this catch would have been taken. These players would have been gone to the pavilion, but at this times, and the Ghanshyams will not judge the ball clearly, and so that's a drop catch. 2 catches drop in this over, in the previous over in this ball, and this catch had been taken. This catch had taken, so the Warriors would have been going to the pavilion, and Ramnivas on the strike, and the balls put outside of the stump. So leading edge of the bat, and ball keeps along the ground through the deep point. Two chance created by this bowlers is very lucky bowlers for the Batak Pultons, but drop the catch. This is not a mistake. I can't believe that you are dropping the catch like that in this stage. So how to play up this game, how to win this with the game, and the Warriors goes to the reverse sweep, and the ball is the inside edge of the bat, and keeps along the ground against single runs. The Warriors searching for the boundary after very long times. Ramnivas gets hitting in this match through the offside and leg side and across the ground. He can hit, he can state the conditions. See what a knock he played at this time. Against Hammers. He is Hammers picking the gap to the perfection through the offside, and super covers. Jaksha cover fielders is standing in his place, not much needed to prevent to the boundary, but pass to these extra cover fielders and find the gap to the perfection. What a shot, a beautiful placement, 10 timings well in this ball. Against leading is of the bat, and where keepers makes a mistake. Keeper bats the Warriors captains not hopping from the keeping, that you are dropping the catch again. 3 catches dropped in this over, in the previous over, 2 catches down in this over, and first in the previous over. So bowler is very disappointed because he created the chance for the out, but rusty fieldings and field placement is very nice, but keepers makes mistake, and he is not got the catch. He could not take the catch. That kind of catches should have been taken in the biggest stage. Show how to chase down, how to restrict the positions under the 100 runs, because the ball is leading a big score, and yet the batsmen Sukhdev, Parmal and Aman and Rais Khan and Ranveers, all the players are sitting into the dugout and is smiling. Batsman hitting the shot, and two two chances to get life of the Ramnivas and first of the opponents. If three catches had taken, so both players would have been and sitting in the dugout for till now. And Shonu Sharma and oh, that's a big hit. That's big should be taken. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's outside of stumps and batsman goes onto the back foot to cut the balls over the point fielders, but deep point chipped straight to the fielders. That's time not find the gap and find the fielders. It's the Warriors making no mistake why the deep point fielders has been taken the really good catch. Very nice catches with very low catch. The Warriors is very disappointed and he plays the key role in this match. And Sukhdev, you can say that about that players, and in the previous match and the century in the history of this tournament, he's posted the target 229 in the last match. Very well played and changes the fielding according to the batsman. Rapti and Lighty batsman on the crease at this time. Let's see what is going to happen in this ball. Sonu Sharma and push the back onto the back foot, and the Warriors and partnership in this match is very nice and took the game away from the Patak Paltans at this time, but relieves the pressures to take the wickets in this over of the Warriors against. That's it. That's up in the air, but long distance. That's gone for the six, and the batsman announced his arrival. That's massive six. 92-meter six is a very big hit. At this times I can't receive the call because I am very lucky man and very privileged to cover this match from the biggest stage, and this you are live match again. Stats up in the air should be taken and fielder underneath the ball. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. 4 catches downs. Why the fielders has very poor fieldings displays in the field. Deep square leg fielders making a big mistake. This is the very big blow. This is the very would have been very big blow for the Patak Paltan, the Warriors. But you reprieved. You gets the life, and Sukhdev reprieved and gets the life 1 times in the match. Oh, what a strike! What a strike! What a beautiful ball to get rid of these players, but very poor fieldings. This could not be happened since he was not expecting by the bowlers. You are dropping the continuous catches in this match. Oh, very nice balls. Because you are dropping the catch, so batsman's wicket to wicket and hit onto the stumps. Bowlers, I have created the chance for the out. What you missed. What a big blow for the Warriors. If he takes the catch into the deep square leg by the bowler against hammers, picking the gap. Very nice going to the distance. Oh, very well played. That's a short ball punished, easily punished. He hammers it. He's picking the gaps to the perfections. Oh my goodness! If you drop the catch and batsman goes to the wicket, it's a real game. Again, short ball punished very easily. 1 bounce over the rope, and fielder is present there. What ball is going to the head of the fielder? Batsman jumped. Batsman 1 bounce over the rope. You are giving the room for the batsman, and he was waiting for it and dispatches it over the fielders. Sailed the ball, sailed the fielders into the deep. Very hard to batsman at this times. Ramnivas. A very important game. I think that above the 100 runs the Warriors reached, leading to the big scores, and I think that Polo comes into the tag and taking is the first over of his spell. I think that very good bowlers, but he makes the mistake today and drop the 2 catches into the deep point, and 1 for the Sukhdev and 2nd for the Warriors. Polo, how to pay off this flaws. Bola how to pay off this loss because he dropped the catch into the of these players and facing the first balls by the Warriors players against. That's up in the air. Should be taken. Should be taken. Oh, very well judged. Very nice catch. Long off players making no mistake. And this time Bola has picked up the wicket and the man Sukhdev has gone and dropped the catch of this player. So Bola, I think that about talking about these players that you have to pay the price, but at this times very nice ball, very beautiful balls to get rid of the dangerous players. He was looking dangerous. This is a very good wicket for the ball is much needed at this time. Next lefty batsman is coming into the crease for the battings because wind is blowing is in the towards into the directions dimensions of the left fielders. So the Warriors again deployed. Oh, Padak Paltons is very disappointed because against that's a low pitch toss balls, but he gets some bat to run it to the extra covers for the added single runs, get off the mark with the singles and very good balls, but he managed to hit for the singles. Aman is playing in the sleepers every times I have seen of these players in the sleepers not wearing the shoes, but I think that this player should wear the shoes in every match and helping the running against. He goes across the offside to pull the ball down to the left side for the single runs, and Amar picking the ball as very clearly. Our lefty batsman this time Bola come back in this over because leaking the man by batsman bowlers and leaking the many runs in the previous over, but Bola pulling back things and release the pressures onto the bowlers, and again Juicy Lupito, he gets forward to hit the ball to the cover point, and oh my god, rusty fieldings and one giving the extra runs. You are giving the extra runs and this is the very not sign for the Padak Paltons, and you are giving the best runs and rusty fieldings. Oh, he goes to the wicket but missed time. I think that's out of stumps, and that's this time's Bola round the wicket. Round the wicket, Bola. Oh, this is the balls and the black holes, but oh my goodness. What a drama. Our team mid-wicket fielders is first innings has gone, and I think that above the 100 runs, 100 runs were making the weather Warriors, and let's see how to chase down this is scores by the Padak Paltons batters, and I think that Padak Paltons has a quite more strong batting lineup, but at this time start out to the middles and first ball is remaining. I think that what is happening into the crowd that both batsmen has walking off the field but calling against and for the battings, because I think that last over is remaining. I think that both batsmen were very happy because they are very happy to get the other 6 balls to play into the ground. First of all, I would like to thanks to both the skipper of the Warriors and Padak Paltons because they are giving their precious time to in this tournament and in this series, and your dedications to host of this series is truly inspiring, and your whole teamwork is a very splendid. Weather is clear. I think that enjoyed all the crowd into the field. 1,000 people are watching live of this match from the Polo ground against